Song 2 is You and Me.
And Me. Yeah.
This is the first song we wrote.
This is the first song we wrote.
Like, I don't know if other people who are watching this have written a song before. Maybe you're like a pro. Maybe you've never written a song and you're curious about what it's like. But similar to when you're beside a person in life, like there's this energy fusion that like happens.
Yeah.
And You and Me was the gentlest entrance.
It was a gentle entrance
into what would be like the most chaotic version of that down the road.
The crazy thing about the entrance of it was like not that we could not figure out what it was that we knew what it meant. Mm-hmm. We knew what was like what was wanting to be said. What we just didn't know what I was in that moment.
Exactly. When you came in, you were like, it's about the words, it's about the writing, and it is, and it remains that way, and that's like such an important part of this body of work. But then when you got on the mic, what that sounded like was what the whole record sounds like. Like it being a rock record is based around the fact that you got on the mic and went, bleh. Tell me, like, for a second, just about the chorus of that song. All I know is I lead in love.
Yeah, like I see the best. I'm not really someone that like enjoys having a negative mindset. It's really hard for me when things are negative to not lead with like a positive. Like, you know, I remember moments like hours after Keenan passed away, seeing his mom and her and I sitting there, and both of us, we realized how like hard it is to be in the depths of things, because we were like, okay, what are we gonna do to move forward? And like, we're gonna be okay, right? Like we're gonna be okay. Like we're gonna be fine. It's fine. Have some wine. We're good. We're like, he's dead. That's fine. You know,
we're gonna get through this.
But it was like, it's like having that like mentality where like you're just, it's a fight or flight to like continue to survive, I think is like really what it is. So like when it's like, I don't know, but I lead in love, it's like I lead with, it's like the innocence till proven guilty.
Totally,
you know?
totally.
It's like this, like, life is good until it's not.
The lyric that comes after that is one, I think it's probably my favorite that we like have in our body with work. And all I see are the rainbow lights, the stars at night blown out like a sea. And that's like, that's just describing driving
and crying.
Right? It's just
driving
like the lights,
crying.
Just the rainbow because of the
stigmatism it gives you.
Yeah. Because your eyes are wet.
Your eyes are wet. You can't see. Like I've always lived out in the middle of nowhere, so I've always had to drive somewhere. Yeah. Every time like I went through a breakup or I went through like, you know, a fight with a friend, I always had to drive home for 25 minutes.
For 25 minutes.
And on that ride was always where I would
process everything.
And
I think in that vein, probably a lot of this got written in a car, you know,
a lot
energetically got
a lot of
it
traveling back and forth.
Sick.
2-hour drive down Highway 69, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but